where's Murphy's mind coming into this season?
It's a little disheveled, I'd say, without giving too much away. I think 6 years up in space with nothing more to do than live is a little too much for him to handle, probably more so than the other people who are up there, who can just handle for the first time, just like, oh, peace, maybe we can just breathe. Murphy doesn't handle that well, without giving too much away. That's what I'll say. He doesn't handle himself well in that situation.
Is there a whole history of the 6 years spent in space, like written out for you and the actors to?
I think we had to come up with a lot of it. We would ask Jason and them what's going on if we were really lost, if we didn't understand a dynamic between people that we just couldn't explain. We would talk to them about it and why it is the way it is. And I think throughout the season you'll learn a lot about what we went through up in space, because we're not really the ones that have really the flashbacks, but you will find out about us. Like, rest assured, you will know what we went through. But it's 6 years, a lot of time to kind of fill in history for. So a lot of us just kind of did it ourselves, which was fun.
Speaking of that dynamic, was when you got the scripts, was there anybody that you were doing a lot of interacting with this season that you were kind of surprised to hear that Murphy was maybe going to team up with them?
I don't know anything about teaming up, but I do have a really lovely storyline with Raven that I'm really excited about, because I think those two, and I'm not surprised by it either, because I think those two have such a wonderful chemistry. Those two characters, they've been through so much together, and kind of the culmination of it at the end of season 4 was, to me, some of the most fun I had last year was portraying that kind of relationship. So yeah, we got a bit of a storyline going on, and that was a lot of fun for me. And then the other ones, I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to give away who I meet.
Speaking of that, we see in the trailer there's a lot of new characters in this season. So how is it bringing in a bunch of new actors for like the dynamic of you guys?
I feel like we do it every year, and I hope that any one of the people who would be new in any of the years would kind of say that we're a welcoming crew and cast. I mean, they become family pretty quickly within like an episode. We love them.
Yeah.
And this crop was specifically really talented and fantastic. Not to take anything away from any of the other ones, but like William Miller and Jordan and Ivana, they were so good. Mike Dopid, who's a wonderful Vancouver actor, I'd love to give a shout out to, because he didn't get a lot of love. And like when they're like, who's the new characters? He's a big character in this season, and he's fantastic. I've worked with him for years up in Vancouver, so he's brilliant. They're all coming from the same place in the prison ship, and yeah, I'm not going to give it away. They're really fantastic.
Does it feel like a different show, like starting over a 6-year jump?
Absolutely, and it was kind of a blank check, I think, for a lot of us actors to kind of do what we wanted with the character, and anything that you would every decision you make over time as a character kind of shackles you a bit, because you have to hold that with you for the rest of the time you portray them. But 6 years is a long time, so I think we got to let go of a lot of it, which was fun, and add new things.
I feel like Bellamy and Murphy, they've always kind of been at odds with each other.
Yeah.
It kind of ebbs and flows as we go through the course of the series. But in the trailer specifically, we kind of see this little moment of conflict, which probably doesn't surprise people who have been watching. But can you kind of tease what your relationship with Bellamy will be like as we head into this season?
Yeah, I think my answer might surprise you, actually. I think Bellamy might be Murphy's closest friend at the beginning of the season, and the one who believes in him the most through everything that he goes through. Yeah, and without giving away the fight, I think that isn't everything you think it is. It's a great scene. It's actually our first scene together in the season, so look forward to that.
Was there something you were able to let go of with Murphy that had been a shackle for a few seasons?
You know, I said that, and then I realized, if anything, I just kept all of his baggage and then added more. Because his baggage is fun. But yeah, I think maybe I let go of, if anything, I let go of, because he had such a wonderful arc from season 1 through 4, of kind of this beautiful redemptive sort of thing. And I think I may have let go of the redemption, if anything. I think I let go of that, because that doesn't need, just because I hate it with redemption arcs, because at the end it's like they're good and they're just good. That's what it's gonna be. And you're like, that's not always the case. It's life. Like, people will always fluctuate in who they are as a person. So I think, if anything, I let go of the redemption that I had to be so good.
It's kind of funny funny that you mentioned that because in the trailer you have one of my favorite moments in the whole trailer where you say something like, "Let's be good guys." Yeah, but that's clearly not what Murphy's about. You know, he's very much more complex than that.
Yeah,
so.
he's about doing what needs to be done. So I think with a lot of people like, "Oh, good, it's about time. Let's be good guys." I'm like, yeah, but you can see he's not stoked on the idea. Like whatever the idea is, he's got kind of an issue with it. And he's like, "All right, let's do it." But I love that scene, and that's another one to look forward to. Fairly early on in the season, that's a big scene, and I think you're gonna really like it.